AFF allows you to view your aviation assets in a 2D map environment utilizing Google Maps, where you can view aircraft that you are flight following via the call sign, tail number, or by a specific area. To make sure you have current position data, hover over the clock. The AFF clock displayed is linked to the time shown on your computer or smart device and shows difference from UTC time as well. If you have not received position data from AFF for more than 2 minutes but less than 5 minutes, the text will turn blue and have a single asterisk around the time. If you have not received position data for more than 5 minutes, the time will turn red and have a double asterisk around it. Hover a mouse cursor over the clock to see your data feed's status. At any time, you can hover over the clock to see if your data is current or how old your data is. To pan, click and hold the left mouse key and then drag the map to your desired view. You can also use the arrow keys of the keyboard to move up, down, right, and left. To zoom, in the lower right-hand corner, you can select the plus button to zoom in or the minus button to zoom out. You can also use the scroll wheel on your mouse. Just place your cursor in the area you want to zoom in or out and scroll up or down. To determine an elevation of a point of interest, hold the Shift key and left-click in the point of interest. A pop-up box will display the latitude, longitude, and elevation. MSL means sea level. Note: a global positioning system, GPS, derived elevation or altitude is subject to error. The values may be several hundred feet off. To set a home position, you pan and zoom the map to your area of interest. Click the Home icon located in the upper portion of the menu on the left. You can then move the map to a different location and different zoom level. Ensure that Home is selected in the drop-down and click Save. Once your home map is established, you can zoom in, out, pan, and change map types as needed. When you want to return to your home map, just click Home and it will bring you to your saved map and zoom level. You can change your home view at any time or select, add, and remove custom map views by clicking the Home button again and selecting a saved custom map view or creating a new one by selecting the drop-down Home icon. Map types. There are 3 different map types: road, terrain, and satellite. The different map views have different zoom levels. If you can't zoom in as far as you'd like to in the terrain view, try road or satellite. At the bottom right of the map display, there are several tools available. By clicking on keyboard shortcuts, a pop-up list will open up displaying all keyboard shortcut options. The zoom scale unit can be changed by clicking on it, which will switch it from either miles to kilometers. There is also the plus and minus buttons for zooming in and out. Next, we'll cover multiple icons and the various colors on the AFF map display. When an aircraft's position is more than 30 minutes old, the icon is changed to a dot to declutter the map. A gray dot indicates the aircraft may have made a safe landing. A red dot indicates the aircraft may not have made a safe landing. Since AFF is not notified if an aircraft is safely on the ground, AFF does calculations to decide whether an aircraft has potentially landed safely at a known airport or heliport. Every position report is compared to an FAA landing facility database. To be calculated as potentially having made a safe landing, the aircraft must be close enough horizontally, 1.5 nautical, vertically, plus or minus 150 meters, and slow enough, less than 5 knots for rotor wing, less than 41 knots for fixed wing aircraft, for the icon to be changed to a gray dot. If any one of these criteria is not met, the icon is changed to a red dot to make it easy to identify the status. Different icon types are utilized to rapidly identify a resource by general operation or size and last report status. Orange is assigned to aircraft that have a designated mission of delivering water or retardant. Green is assigned to fixed-wing aircraft not dedicated to retardant delivery. Blue is for rotor wing aircraft not dedicated to delivering water or retardant. The green heartbeat beacons are assigned to AFF providers' heartbeat devices. These icons help troubleshoot if there is an issue with an AFF provider's data feed. The red aircraft icon is assigned to any aircraft that has not met safe landing parameters, has not reported in more than 15 minutes but less than 30 minutes, missed status check but not overdue. A green diamond is assigned to ground-based resources, which refers to aerial firefighting use and effectiveness modules. The flight following list, ramp list, find aircraft, and bound search results use the same color coding to rapidly identify an aircraft status. The AFF display preferences are found at the lower left of the menu/clock bar. The AFF display preferences allow you to change the settings for the latitude and longitude format, aircraft identifier, and how time is displayed. After selecting which settings you prefer, you can either hit Save and relaunch AFF with your new settings, or hit the Cancel button to go back. The GPS options are located at the bottom of the menu and clock bar. It places a blue dot on the map based on your location when selected. A pop-up box may show asking you to allow or block AFF. This is useful for mobile AFF users to provide their location on the map. AFF users on a server will only show the server's location. To view the 6 overlays, click on the Layer List bar. Double-click on the overlay's titles to receive a list below of what layer is available for that overlay. Then double-click on the layer you are interested in showing. It will show in italics as the selected layer. To search for a layer, you may also type in the Find Layers text box. Select Edit and click on the red Cancel button to stop showing the layer. The different layer options include Airspace, Geographic Area Coordination Center, IA Dispatch Center, Transportation, and Wild Web Incidents. TFRs display graphical TFRs of all types. This feed is maintained by NASA AMES, National Aeronautics and Space Administration AMES Research Center, and is updated every 15 minutes. Geographic Area Coordination Center, or GACC, lists all 10 available GACCs. Double-click to select the GACC you are wanting to show. IA Dispatch Center. This will show National Interagency Fire Center or dispatch boundaries for geographic areas. Transportation shows the highway traffic congestion layer from Google when zoomed into the map at 5 miles or 5 kilometers. Wild Web Incidents will display the open incidents that have been reported through the Wildcat.net system from participating interagency dispatch centers. You must be zoomed in to see all the blue markers that mark the reported incidents. You can click on the incidents to see more information. The Home feature does not save overlay information, just your location, zoom, and map view selection. However, if you have overlays on, those will stay on even if you click to go back to your home view. At any given airport, helibase, seat base, or remote helispot, there are a couple of ways to locate an aircraft. From the menu/clock bar, locate the Find Aircraft box. You can enter a complete or partial tail number or call sign. It is not case sensitive. It will display a drop-down with matches. Click once on the call sign text in the search results box and it will take you to that aircraft's location on the map and provide detailed information for the last known position to include latitude, longitude, and time for tracking purposes. The Details tab provides the aircraft function, owner, make and model, and the AFF unit source. Remember, you can always click the Home button to go back to your original map. You can also hover your mouse over any aircraft on the map and it provides basic information such as registration, call sign, speed, heading, altitude, make, model, and time. To save the aircraft in the Find Aircraft list, double-click on the selected aircraft and the text will appear in italics, and the aircraft will be added to the ramp list for flight following a single aircraft or a group of aircraft. Click on Show, and the flight following list will appear on the upper right of your map display. You can toggle on the flight following bar to show the list of aircraft you are flight following. Another option for locating an aircraft is using the Draw a Rectangle button. This feature can be used to get a list of all aircraft within the box you draw, whether they are flying or on the ground. Click the Draw a Rectangle button, then left-click and drag over the area that you would like the information from. Let go and it will populate the bound search box in the upper left-hand corner of your screen with the aircraft that are within that box. Once you finish drawing a box, your cursor will change back to the hand for moving the map. To draw another box, click the Draw Box icon again. Every new box you draw will change the contents of the Bounds search box. The purpose of the ramp list is one of management. The ramp list can be used to keep track of all the aircraft that are parked on the ramp or a helibase but may not be actively flying. You can show or hide the flight following list by clicking the Show or Hide button under the ramp list. To remove aircraft from the list altogether, click Edit, and then click the red crosshatch to remove a specific aircraft or set certain aircraft to be visible or not on your flight following list by checking or unchecking an aircraft. One way you can add aircraft to your ramp list and flight following list is by double-clicking on an aircraft's icon. The aircraft will be added to the ramp list in the left-hand side of your screen under the opened menu/clock bar. This will also add the aircraft to the flight following list on the upper right hand of your map display. The purpose of the flight following list is to provide a quick zoom to function for aircraft that you are actively flight following and to instantly pull up information on that specific aircraft. Further, it will always be visible, unlike the ramp list, which auto hides if you use the distance and bearing or search for an aircraft in rectangle tools. You can quickly remove an aircraft from the flight following list by holding the Alt key and clicking on a given aircraft. It will remain in your ramp list but will be unchecked. On both lists, aircraft call signs will appear in the varying colors to represent the aircraft status. Active at or in flight will be shown in orange, green, or blue, depending on their primary mission. Other call signs that may be shown include T for tanker, S for scooper, MAFS for modular airborne firefighting systems, FB for fireboss, HT for helicopter tanker, and HB for helicopter bucket. All light fixed-wing aircraft will show as green. All Type 2 and Type 3 helicopters will show as blue. Lost contact or not at a known landing facility will show as red. Landed at will show as black. These aircraft will display as a gray dot on the map indicating the aircraft is on the ground at a facility recognized by the FAA and the last position report meets AFF's safely landing criteria. For tracking aircraft per your agency/bureau policy, you can copy and paste position information for flight following. There are multiple ways to access this feature by clicking the underlined call sign, which can be seen by clicking on an aircraft on the map to open the aircraft status box, or by clicking an aircraft in the search list or ramp list to open the information box. Once you click on the underlined call sign, a box will pop up with the option to click Ctrl+C and then enter. From there, you can go to your flight follow timer, Wildcat, or wherever you track aircraft status. Click Ctrl+V to paste the aircraft status and position information. You can also right-click to copy or paste the information. An important thing to note is when the Copy-Paste dialog box is open, AFF 3.1 stops polling data, so the position information does not change when trying to copy. You will see the pop-up box, "This position information is static." It will not auto-update if new position information comes in while this dialog is open. Be sure to close after you have captured the aircraft position data. Remember, you can always go to the AFF website for tips and tricks on the AFF FAQ, or the AFF Quick Start Guide, and you can use the Ctrl+F function to find what you are looking for if you have any questions. Also, the help desk information is available on the AFF website. To close AFF, select the Logout button from the menu/clock bar.